In the busyness of the holiday season, it's pretty easy to lose sight of what Christmas is really all about. For many, giving back is a great way to reconnect.
Come on, Dewey.
And if you love dogs, we found a way for both you and your dog to help out. The dog therapy program run by St. John's Ambulance provides meaningful connection for many who could feel isolated or lonely, especially at this time of year.
When I heard about the program, I thought Dewey would be a really good fit. And then the bigger reason was because I'm a Christian writer, I'm always sort of telling stories about people living out their faith in very practical ways. And a couple of years ago, it started to bother me that I didn't feel that that was something I was actually doing. I was spending most of my time telling other people's stories. And I guess in a way they inspired me, and I just thought, I need to get out of my house and get into the world and do something that's about giving back. And it seemed to me that this program did that well.
The star attraction of these visits is Karen's dog, Dewey. Karen, along with her St. John's Ambulance therapy dog mentor, Eric Bell, are always amazed by the response Dewey receives by the residents at Port Perry Villa.
Hey guys, great to see you. Karen, Eric, and Dewey. Welcome to Port Perry Villa by Rivera.
So I'm sure that the seniors that we've been visiting are lonely sometimes. They're maybe not living near their family, or they're missing their spouse who may not be there, and they don't have their pet with them probably anymore. I think, that's one of the great things about having a dog anyway, is that it helps us all with loneliness. So to have a happy dog come in and visit is just a bright spot.
The idea really is to bring something to the residents that they're not going to get otherwise. Most places don't allow, pets to live in the facilities. And it's amazing. They may not be able to communicate clearly to you, but boy, you see them light up when you get the dog in front of them.
I think most of us have had love affairs with pets in the past, and it reminds us of the love we've had for them, and they bring a little love with them. Keep us in touch with the world that we once knew.
Oh, he makes my day. I talk about him and think about him till I go to bed at night, and I dream about him even sometimes. I really, really think a dog is the best friend a person can have. They give you unconditional love, and there's very few people that are capable of giving that to you.
We've all had animals, and we miss them very much, so I think it's good.
What I see happening is, the science of people relaxing and taking pleasure from petting a dog, and it's such a loving, calming experience. And a lot of people say this, you made my day, Dewey made my day, so that has meant a lot.
Dewey's just a great boy. He's a happy, typical pet. He's a great looking boy. He's got that soft hair, which a lot of people like. His tail never stops wagging. You can tell he's a gentle soul. He's a very sweet boy.
Now in its 25th year, the St. John's Ambulance Therapy Dog Program has 3,500 dogs and volunteer owners across Canada. In Ontario alone, therapy dogs have made over 160,000 visits to hospitals, nursing homes, and even universities.
The dogs obviously are going to, lighten up anybody's day. I mean, these dogs, and the handlers as well, they're fully vetted. The dogs are examined and go through a whole series, quite a rigorous actual process to go through before a dog is actually approved. So we know that the animals that we're bringing in, they're pure love. They really are.
And even though Karen has loved doing something meaningful for her community, she quickly learned that it's not about her at all. This is Dewey's show.
My mentor pointed out to me last week that I was kneeling down with Dewey and sort of, almost translating between the dog and the senior. And he told me quite plainly that I was getting in the way and I needed to just stand back and hold Dewey's leash loosely so that the senior and Dewey could communicate. And he was absolutely right. Once I stopped kneeling down and getting in the way, Dewey's visits got longer, and it was about Dewey and the senior, not Dewey and me and the senior. So that was good. Every time I walk back from the senior's home with Dewey, I'm content, he's content. He comes in and has a big long nap, and I feel like apparently the therapy dogs recognize that it's their job almost. They, once they've been doing it a while, they get into the rhythm. He'll receive a scarf from St. John Ambulance that will, when I put it on, apparently he knows, okay, I'm ready to work. Has his attention.
It's the best kind of work if you can get it. Dewey loves it so much, he's agreed to do it for free. And for pets, and love, and lots of attention.
And so to deliberately take time and visit with someone who's lonely, or walk your dog or just be quiet and still is actually pretty radically countercultural these days. And so for me, this little thing I'm doing, and it is a little thing in the grand scheme of things, with my dog, it feels right.